Hello everyone, how you all doing? Today I watched the Xbox showcase so you don't have to. I made a video like this last year on this channel and I was thinking, hey, let's make a tradition on this channel about me watching a 2-hour long presentation and then bringing you a summary of all the games that were shown there. It's a nice time to get to know each other, you know, our likes, dislikes, and our hot takes. So anyway, let's not waste any more time and let's begin. The first game they showed was Black Ops 6, and come on. Even though they didn't show gameplay, it's Call of Duty. I mean, you already know what the gameplay is going to be like. It's the exact same game with a different coat of paint. If you like Call of Duty, then you're gonna love this. If you don't like it or you don't care, then this is not gonna change that. But hey, one new thing is that this is going to be the first cut that's going to be day one on Game Pass. So hey, maybe if you're like me and you haven't played Call of Duty in a long time, maybe you will check this one out. Of course, all depends on the file size. Next they show State of Decay 3, and well, it was mostly a CGI trailer. I mean, of course there was some gameplay, but hey, that's me being generous, because honestly, that was like, what, 6 seconds of gameplay in between the whole CGI trailer? But honestly, I'm excited for State of Decay 3. If you haven't played 2 though, I mean, go ahead and play on a hard difficulty so you actually experience losing survivors. But at least one of the things that we were able to see on the trailer is how the game's going to be looking graphically. And hey, it's looking really good so far. All they have to do now is improve on the system of State of Decay 2 and we got a good game on our hands. But gentlemen, next they show Doom the Dark Ages, and let me tell you, they went hard on this. This was one of the games that completely stole the show for me. Absolutely amazing. They're absolutely cooking with this one. Bro, it looks like they increased the number of demons that you're fighting at the same time, because you see like all these armies of demons and all these AoE attacks. I mean, just cleaning the whole battlefield. I mean, also you can see the Captain America boomerang shield, you know, that razor shield that he used to throw around, clean the whole battlefield, then comes back. You're also able to parry with the shield. And not only that, but they also show that you are able to ride dragons, and it's also implying that you can get on the mech. Overall, this was the top of the show. But hey, now that we're on the top, there's only one way, and that's down, because next we got Dragon Age the Veilguard, aka Dragon Age Dreadwolf. I wonder why they changed the name. I mean, probably it was because of all the controversy surrounding Dragon Age Dreadwolf, probably, you know, all the things that have been going there. I don't know. Listen, I have never played a Dragon Age game before, but I hear a lot of good things about Dragon Age Origins. Not so many good things about the next games. Of course, this whole trailer is a teaser for their gameplay presentation. But I don't know, Chief. So far, this isn't looking like that dark fantasy I have heard about. I mean, this was just full of that Marvel humor. BioWare right now. Did I just kill a whole game franchise with my fucking mind? And next we got a DLC for Starfield, Shattered Space. Remember back then when I was so excited about Starfield? I even made videos analyzing the trailers and all of that. Then the game came out, and it was the most mediocre game that Bethesda have ever put out. Anyway, by this point you probably already made up your mind about Starfield. If you like it, then you're probably excited for this. If you're like me and you don't like it, then this is not gonna change anything. Yeah, also, by the way, they also had creation clubs to Starfield. You know, the paid mods. And next we got a DLC for Fallout 76, Skyline. I mean, it's impressive to see how Fallout 76 is still getting content to this day. I used to play the game before, but I eventually just got bored. I think it was around the time where they nerfed weapons in the game. And nerf is a strong word. Like, I used to kill things in 1 second. Then after the nerf, I kill things in 1.5 seconds. But hey, will this DLC bring me back to the game? I don't think so. I mean, as I said, I already did everything on the game and it's already boring for me. But if you're still playing the game, this is probably very exciting for you. Next we go Clair, Obscur at Space 33. Now listen, personally, I'm not a huge fan of these slap contest turn-based games where you know, just stand in front of your enemy and you attack them, then they attack you back, then you attack them again, then they attack you back, and then you do an ultimate move. You know, this is not my type of turn-based game. I prefer games like, you know, Baldur's Gate 3, Divinity Original Sin 2, XCOM, you know, where you can make these cool tactics and, you know, interact with the environment, and it's not just standing in front of your enemy. But even I, that am not a huge fan of this type of games, could tell that this game is looking like a banger. Like, if you're into this genre, even I that am not a fan could tell that this is looking nice. Following that, we got South of Midnight, and hey, we actually got finally some gameplay for the game. Looking at the combat, so far it's looking like a hack and slash. I mean, you attack, then leave. It's not looking very impressive. But on the other hand, you got the art style for the game. I mean, that chef kiss. it's actually looking really good. I like the look of the game, especially, you know, that point where they defeat the enemy and then they got that checkpoint and all the flowers start to blossom. It looked very nice. It's a very pretty game. With that said, this game is made by Compulsion, the creators of We Happy Few. Suffice to say that I'm still skeptical for this game. The next game they showed was Metal Gear Solid Delta. Brother, this game is looking good. Was the second game that stole the show for me. Ever since I played Metal Gear The Phantom Pain, I've been waiting for a stealth game like this. I mean, which there are basically none of them. I don't know what they've been doing. There is basically no more stealth games like this. And this is basically looking like a good stealth game. Not only that, the graphics looks really good. All the mod, the forest, the lost, it's looking great. Also, you know, the stealth, all the gadgets that you're gonna be able to have. Ah, man, I can't wait for this. But next we got Flintlock, Siege of Dawn. I mean, this is looking like a very generic Souls-like game. Listen, I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but at this point, the only Souls-like game that I'm waiting for is the one that is made by FromSoft. Usually, when another company makes a Souls-like, the animations end up looking very choppy, very janky, and most of the time, they don't differentiate themselves enough from the competition out there, so the combat ends up just feeling very samey. Of course, there are exceptions to these rules. You know, Lies of P is a clear one. If you're still itching for more Souls-like, then you're probably going to be interested in this. Then next we go Age of Mythology, and honestly, I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting to see an RTS game. Doesn't look bad either. I mean, it reminds me of the RTS I used to play when I was a kid. Honestly, I might be checking this one out. And next we got a surprise, Perfect Dark. Honestly, this game made me understand what people mean by having low expectations. The amount of awful things I have heard about the development of this game. I mean, I had zero hope for this game. But then, I mean, they show gameplay. That's the most important part. They show gameplay and it look good. I mean, it's a spy game, and you got a bunch of gadgets there, different ways to complete the mission. It's giving me For Honor. I mean, what am I saying? It's giving me Dishonor vibes, and that's a great thing because of all, you know, the verticality, the parkour, all the gadgets that you can use to complete the missions, and the ways in which you can complete the mission too. They show, like, you know, being stealthy and also just going full chaotic, you know, going there guns blazing. But next they show Fable, and honestly, so far there are two groups of people. There are the people that are loving this game, and there are the people that are hating this game. Right now, I'm in the middle. I'm very skeptical about this game. From the moment they said that the company that makes car racing game was going to be working on a Fable game, I was very skeptical for that moment. And in last year's showcase, that was rough. You know, like last year, they didn't even show any gameplay. And even though they say they show gameplay, but it looked way too cinematic, which made me think, are they making a movie game or are they making an RPG like the old Fables? Well, today we got a new trailer. And I mean, we got gameplay. Like, I could tell that was gameplay, but it wasn't the kind of gameplay I was hoping for. I mean, we got our character walking, and then walking towards a town, and then walking towards a city, and then walking towards a frog. I mean, to be fair, they also show a bit of gameplay about the combat, which is what I'm interested in, but I mean, it was just some finishers move. Like, that's basically just cinematics. That's not actual game. That's not you pressing a button to attack. That's just the finisher move that you do at the end when there's only one enemy left. And the rest of the stuff was basically cinematic of the famous actor that they hired talking, doing a voiceover there, just like the previous trailer. But I mean, locally we got some gameplay now. I mean, we know what the game is going to be looking like, and it's looking good so far. The graphics are looking good, which is so weird because, an RPG looking this good. Like, are they making an RPG or are they making a movie game? Like, what is going on? Like, is it going to be open world? Like, I doubt an open world could look this good. It's probably going to be like open zones, like, the old Fables. But even yet, they still haven't showed, stuff about Fable. Like, they show a town, I think that was Bowerstone, but I don't know, I can't tell. But they still haven't showed, stuff about Fable. They still haven't showed body morphing, getting stronger if you level up your strengths, getting those blue tattoos from leveling up your wheel, or, doing evil actions and growing horns like a devil, all those stuff, since that I even buying property, bro. Like, they haven't shown any of that. And even the combat, another thing that I want to see is the combat. So, yeah, too many things. I'm still very skeptical for this game. I'm in the middle of the crowd right now. Like, I'm not loving this game. I'm not hating it either. I just want to see more. I want to see gameplay, like actual gameplay. But overall, let's continue. Otherwise, we are going to, this whole video is going to be me talking about Fable. Whew, I spent way too much time talking about Fable. Okay, lightning round. Next they show Fragpunk, and well, it's another hero shooter. If you like this genre, you're gonna love it. If you don't like it, then you're not gonna like this. But hey, at least one thing is for sure, look better than Conquer. Next we got Mixtape. It's basically a movie game. You know, what do I mean by that? I mean that you're basically going to be walking forward most of the time, you know, holding the walk button, and that you're going to be interacting with stuff using the interact button. Probably A. As you could tell, I'm not a fan of this type of games. Then we got Life is Strange Double Exposure, another movie game. Then we got a Mecha Bridge, a multiplayer shooter, but with mechs. Armor Core better though. Then we got Indiana Jones and the generic title. okay. Then we got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I mean, they show some cinematics from the main history, and it looks like a decent movie. I mean, that's nice. We'll see. I mean, the gameplay, we haven't seen a lot of that. I mean, the hand-to-hand combat looks good, but I don't know, the gunplay, they haven't showed the gunplay very much. I mean, maybe it's not their strong suit. Next we go Wu-Chang, Fallen Feathers, another Souls-like. You already know my thoughts on this. Then next we got About, and honestly, last time I saw About, I was very excited about the game. But the more I learn about the game, the less excited I got. Hey, at least the game's looking better than in the previous presentation. But honestly, I saw the game was going to be Skyrim 2.0, but it turned out that it was going to be more of the size of the Outer Worlds, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of. I mean, that they definitely went backwards, and so did my excitement, because I'm no longer excited for the game. And then we got Atomfall, a single-player survival action game, made by the people that made the Sniper Elite games. So yeah, I don't have any strong feelings about this one. I mean, it sure was a game that was in the Xbox Showcase presentation. But hey, after that we got Assassin's Creed Shadows, and this was clearly a teaser for, you know, the Ubisoft presentation where they will show, you know, gameplay. I mean, come on, does Ubisoft truly think that we're gonna be impressed by that? Well, yes, I got impressed. Well, you know, unlike Star Wars Outlaw, this one actually got my attention. And at the end of the show, we got Stalker 2. Brother, this was another show stealer. I'm looking forward for this game. That gunplay felt good. I'm telling you, you know, the weight of the gun, the sound, that felt really good. I gotta play the old Stalker game. I know they're on they remastered them on the Xbox shop, so I definitely gotta check this one out, because this one's looking really good. I don't know if the story is continuing from the previous game, so hey, I heard good things about the Stalker franchise. Stalker 2 is definitely looking good, and that game is definitely on my radar. Overall, I say this was a good showcase. I mean, they had something for everyone there. I watched it. I mean, there were 4 games. There were 3 games that stole the show. One that surprised me. I mean, if I'm not forgetting anything else, let me check. Yeah, I mean, I say this was a pretty nice show. You know, definitely the good outweighs the bad. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. You know, you can subscribe down there if you want to. You know, hit a like, give me a like if you really like this video, and you know, leave a comment below. It doesn't matter. It could be anything. You know, it could be. This gets really lonely down there. You know, come on. You know what to do. I mean, even if you put an emoji, you know, that works over there. But hey, with that said, thank you for watching, and see you later. Adios.